Behold, the Paris of the East. Beautiful Budapest here in Hungary. I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist. Let me know where you're watching from. We're starting with the magnificent views of Budapest. And wow, I am amazed. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Now, why is this known as the Paris of the East? Well, it's because this was one of the premier cities of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. We already been to the two others, Vienna and Bratislava. But to complete the trio, we have Budapest. Now, Budapest is how they say it in Hungarian, but today, since I have a mostly English-speaking audience, and I'm used to saying it the English way, I'm going to say Budapest. But let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and right now we are on the Ferris wheel in the middle of Budapest. And I gotta mute because there's gonna be some music playing. Oh, I'm so excited to explore this city. We're gonna see the views one more time. Let's go, let's go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Oh, wow. Oh my. Oh, this is stunning. Wow, such a gorgeous city from above. No wonder it's called the Paris of the East. And look, oh wow, oh my. A huge, grand city. This is one of the grand cities of Europe. Truly magnificent. And earlier today, we were at the bus down there. I'll explain why I did not end up doing the bus tour. But wow. We have one more round to go. They say it's 6 to 8 minutes. So actually I think we have one or two more circles to go. But I am in love with Budapest. Now, Budapest has a little bit more grime than Vienna. It's similar to Paris or, it's more similar to Paris or London. It has a little bit more grit and grime. It's not as clean with the sheen of Vienna. But I think that's what makes it charming, personally. So today we're going to wander around. After this Ferris wheel, we're going to walk around, enjoy beautiful Budapest. And there's a spider here in this. Oh my! Oh, I gotta do a selfie. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that! Wow. I just cannot help to look in every single direction possible. Oleg says, wow, it's fast. Yeah, it really is fast, actually, Oleg. Hello, Firestorm. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Mika. Hello, Pruzli. So you should go to Slovenia. I would love to go to Slovenia. Stay tuned. We have plenty of videos left. Whoa. Are we going to do one more? I think we're stopping. All right. Play some. All right. Nope. We're going to do one more. All right. I'm excited. All right. Someone screenshot this because I'm about to be met with the beautiful views of Budapest right now. It's a pretty large city, 1.7 million or so people living in the city proper, but the metropolitan area is pretty huge at 3 million people. And look at this. Wow. The city is actually a combination of two names, Buda and Pest. They were two different cities, separated for quite a while, similar to how Brooklyn and the city of New York were separated. The island of Manhattan used to be just known as New York. But then they consolidated. Same thing happened with Buda and Pest. And now it's Budapest. Two cities in one, and now we're lingering here on the top. Oh, wow. I like this. Wow. I am amazed. There's some skyscrapers there in the distance. It seems to be the newer district. And here's the beautiful Basilica, wow. Firestorm says, when Ariel opens up his mouth to take a selfie, it cracks me up. It's my father has joked around saying that one day I'm going to swallow a fly by doing that pose, and oh my, I'm just blown away by these views. So majestic city. You can see the grandeur that they put into this city. The Austro-Hungarian Empire was a very, very rich empire for quite a while. And look at this other religious structure in the distance. Wow. Barry says, oh, I hope you spend an afternoon in one of the public baths. Unfortunately, I am only a day here, so I won't see much more Budapest. Today's my only day here. And I don't think I'll have time for a bath. But maybe next time, Hungary and Budapest specifically. It's a city with actually a lot of underground caves. But some of those caves are actually underground hot springs. Alright, I think we're stopping. Gonna play some music. Okay, I'm back. That was Coffee Break from the Urbanist original soundtrack, available on Spotify. Very calming track. And, ooh, that made me a little bit dizzy. The Ferris wheel. It was awesome. It was 4,200 Hungarian forint, I think it's how it's pronounced. And just divide that by about 400. It's about $12 or so. So welcome everyone to beautiful Budapest. Let me know where you're watching from. This is a wandering. I've been to the city once before, 2015. I came here for work because I used to work for Gawker Media, and Gawker had part of its tech team here in Budapest, and I had to train a new employee. So they bought my tickets, they bought my lodging. I ended up visiting Athens because my manager said, hey man, just take a very long layover. And that's exactly what I did. I took like a 3-day layover in Athens and enjoyed Athens for the first time, and then came here to Budapest, and I loved it. So I came here in 2015 and I loved it. I really had a good impression of Hungarians specifically because a lot of my Hungarian coworkers were such a blast to hang out with. Very lively, love chatting, they love making jokes. A few of them told me that Hungarians have affinity for puns, so much so that they call it Pungaria. And it's something due to the language of Hungarian, and it makes Hungarians also understand puns fairly easily in English. And I just found that so charming, and I just loved it so much. I always wanted to return back to Budapest, and I'm so glad I'm here again to explore. It is a 2-week road trip with my friend Evan and our other friend who are joining us. It's 3 of us going on this adventure, and it's part research trip to see if we can do an urbanist tour in Central Europe, real life. If you want to book your urbanist tour for Greece, you can do so right now at tours.urbanist.live. Write !tours in the comments and the link will pop up. And then partly doing these live videos and short videos. So let's explore Budapest. If you have any recommendations where to go, let me know. Today I'm not really covering any history specifically, but I hope to bump into history. I think I will. Ermis, nice to see you here. Pat says, check out Sopron. Beautiful place with interesting Roman ruins in the middle of the town. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Then Budapest is not new for you. No, this is not my first time walking through Budapest. But it's been already nearly 9 years. Time has flown by. Rafael says, beautiful. Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, Mr. Dave says, greetings to Budapest. My ancestors are from there. Hey, man, that's so awesome. Vicentiu. I'm going to say Vincent. Thank you so much for tuning in from Romania. Nice to see you here. Marina says there's going to be plenty of benches, it says. There will be, yeah. Rafael, thank you so much for writing down the commands for Nightbot. I appreciate that. Sue from Yorkshire, UK. Nice to see you here. Mika, welcome. Good temperature there. You don't have a jacket, says Ludo. Right now it's getting a little bit chillier, but no, I don't have a jacket at the moment. It's been pretty good weather. It's about 63 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll probably go down to about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So I might need to get my jacket a little bit later. But let's do a bench test, shall we? So right now I'm sitting in a lovely Austro-Hungarian bench. Fit good enough for the Habsburgs, I think. And wow, this is a comfy bench. I did not think this would be a good bench because it only has 1 plank. I prefer 2 planks or 3 planks. 3 planks is like optimal. But this plank is comfy. It's like a nice wood. Wood has, I don't know, just has a good feel to it. It's nice and wide, so it's really good. It's at the perfect height. And then here we have a nice, ooh, look at that. Ooh. Oh my God. That is a good curve. Ooh, that is a good curvy bench. You know, I love my curvy benches. I love them so much. So this is a great curvy bench. And look at this. This is a great detail. Oh, my gimbal's freaking out. Can't handle bending this much. But look at this. Ooh, oh my God, that is a curve. Ooh, oh my. The Habsburgs had some great taste in benches. I'm not sure if this is from that era, probably not, but this is a great bench. And we're in a beautiful little square. I like that the square is pretty private also. It's kind of like, not private, but like it's quiet. There's a lot more livelier parts of Budapest, but right now, I think we're in like the governmental building area. This might be a governmental building. And we have a nice statue over here. Wow, this is a great bench. Due to the views, the perfect curve, no bird poo or human poo, and beautiful architecture, and the serenity that we have right here in this very square, it gets a very good score. but it's still a single plank bench, single back plank bench. It would get a higher score if it had 2 planks. But that said, it gets a good, this is a good bench, truly. This is an 8.3 out of 10. So 8.3 bench, great bench. Nice curves. I like my curvy benches. I got 99 problems, but bench ain't one. All right, let's continue walking. Let's make our way to the Chain Bridge, one of the most famous sites of Budapest. Purple says, take us to the castle. I'll do my best to show the castle. I showed it in the beginning from above. But let's see if we can get another look at the castle. I won't be able to go in on this trip. Camilla is asking, where am I going to next? You guys stay tuned. You gotta be packed up, pack light, wear comfortable walking shoes, because I'm taking you on an adventure. You don't know where we're going. You won't find out until we get there. But we have a few more stops, because the last live stream will be March 3rd for this 2-week road trip adventure. Hey, Marianne says, happy leap day. Yeah. You can start a bench rating blog and call it Bench Press, says Mr. Dave Pizza. Oh my God, Mr. Dave Pizza. Great pun. I love that. Hungarian smells like coffee. Oh my God. Hello, Mr. Dave. Daniel says, oh, a nice 8.3. 8.3 is very good. That's a very good bench rating. Who's the guy in the front? I don't know, Alma. No, it was some Hungarian dude. One of those Hungarian dudes. So, Hungarian streets are a bit weird. They don't have crosswalks on all 4 sides because there's a lot of traffic. This is a very traffic-heavy city, as opposed to, say, Vienna, which has a little bit less car traffic in the middle of it. Someone left a super chat. Hey, who did? Let's see. Thomas says it's a bench designed by Nikola Tesla. Yeah, we're close at this point. We're inching closer to Nikola Tesla's home area, which was Serbia/Yugoslavia. And I would love to visit that. Camilla says it seems a little sleepy. It is, at least in this area. So this city is big. It's a bit sprawling. It's not as super lively everywhere as Paris is. But there are lively parts. We'll probably see a few of them a little bit later today. Firestorm says, I'm hungry now. Indeed, we are in Hungary, yeah. I'm glad you found out. No. Hey, Purple says, what language do they speak here? Hungarian. Hungarian. Thomas says, Croatia was a part of Hungary back then. It was indeed, yeah. Hungary's lands were much bigger until World War I, in which it reduced quite significantly. Adam says, where did Nikola Tesla come from? Nikola Tesla came from Serbia. And it's kind of disputed, but a lot of people say Serbia, some people say it's the former Yugoslavia, and some people say it's Croatia. Kind of grew up in that border between Serbia and Croatia, so both of them claim Nikola Tesla, and then all of that used to be Yugoslavia. Hey, what's the cafe scene? Okay, so people are asking, Nicole asked, what happened to the bus trip? The bus trip, it was disastrous. I think this is the second most disastrous bus trip after the debacle in Munich. Not as bad. There was no negligence on the bus company. It was just the worst circumstances to try a live stream from a bus tour. So as I was doing this beautiful I was trying to do this beautiful bus tour. First, the bus tour was split in half, which is a bit annoying because I'd rather just sit in one bus and see the entire route. I encountered, I think, this only once before in another city. I forgot which one it was. But it's rare that they split the bus routes. Like, split one singular line into two routes. Which you don't want. You know, generally these bus tours are perfect because people who also go on these bus tours are people who want to save themselves from walking too much or waiting too much. And they kind of want to enjoy the city in all in one go. So it's tricky. And then the second factor was that I was had this perfect window seat, and the bus was half full, but there were still a lot of empty seats. And this couple sat right exactly behind me, and I told them like, "Hey, don't mind me. I'm going to be making a video. I'm going to be speaking a lot," because they were just really right behind me. And they said, "Yeah, no worries, no worries." The thing is, first, I don't like it when people sit right behind me when there's a lot of empty seats. That is a pet peeve of mine. I absolutely despise that. And I usually move if I'm, everyday, daily life, not filming something. But what made it worse is that they started talking. And I tried to move to the other empty seats, but none of them had a window that fully opened, which really sucked. And then the other factor was I tried to wait a little bit in order to live stream, and then a massive group came in and the bus was packed. So I couldn't really live stream. Thomas says they didn't get the hit. Yeah. And then when I was doing selfie mode, trying to continue the live stream, the woman gave me the side eye, like, "Why are you filming me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I told you." So I was angry, so I decided not to film. And it's better not film when one is angry. And then I don't mean to tamper down the mood. Someone did ask me about coffee culture, and negative stuff happens to all of us, and it's okay. And it's okay to express it. So I was at a cafe, so I got angry from this bus tour. I was pissed off. I didn't say anything out loud, but I was pissed off inside. And I just decided, okay, I'll do another live stream, go to a cafe, start the live stream at a nice cafe. Ooh, a tram. Oh, we'll go to a nice cafe. So I searched on Google. I got off the bus. I searched on Google. I was like, hey, where's a great cafe? It was this cafe rated like 4.8 at a few hundreds of reviews. So it's a highly rated cafe. And it's a huge one. And I went there, and I wanted to start the live stream with a nice Hungarian pastry. But all the pastries were looking rather poor. So I was a bit disappointed by that. But nonetheless, I was going to go grab a coffee. So I asked for iced Americano. And the guy behind the counter said, sorry, we don't do that. And I was confused because in some cafes, it's understandable if they can't make espresso. So in my mind, I thought, oh, maybe they just make filter coffee. But then I looked at the coffee counter and they had a gigantic espresso machine. They were making espresso drinks. And I said, and then I thought to myself, maybe they just don't make it iced. Maybe they don't have ice. So I said, oh, let me just have a regular Americano, a hot one. And the guy said, no, sorry, we don't serve that. I said, oh, I just want a double espresso with a little bit of hot water. And he replied, no, we actually don't serve it. We can make it, but we won't make it. That shocked me. And I kind of knew why they were getting at this. So I asked them just to F around at this point. I was like, why won't you make it? And then one of his coworkers comes, tries to give me a filtered coffee from a drip machine. The thing is, it was a percolator. And percolating coffee is not the best. I just want an Americano. I just want some espresso with hot water. She's like, drink this, is much better. Hey, drink it's okay. And the guy proceeds to explain, well, our coffee experts say that if you put water in the espresso, it'll ruin the flavors of the espresso and diminish them. At that moment, I was like, all right, never mind, I'm leaving. And I was utterly shocked to encounter that. I don't think this is a statement about Hungarian culture. This, I think, could happen in any major city. This was just a very pretentious cafe. So unfortunately, my first coffee experience, my second coffee experience, because earlier today I had an amazing coffee from a brunch spot called Skita, which blew me away. But unfortunately, my second coffee experience was not so positive. So I went to another cafe called VAJ, and that was excellent. And they served me the Americano, and that was very nice of them. So we're gonna walk the bridge soon, but yes, that coffee shop was utterly snobbish. And I would understand if it's slightly cultural, like it's ordering like a iced coffee in Italy is a bit tricky. But at least in Italy, they'll make you a shakerato. At least in Italy, they'll make you an Americano. In many American coffee shops, if you try to order a pump of vanilla, they might not have vanilla, and that's okay. But you can always add sugar to your coffee. So this is the first time I really encountered that high coffee snobbishness, which I thought kind of disappeared by now. So I was surprised to encounter that right now. But nonetheless, I'm still excited to experience some coffee culture. I heard that Budapest has these grand cafes, so hopefully I'll experience that at some point. Maybe on this trip or maybe in the next one. So nonetheless, let's continue walking around. Also, I think they were wrong. Espresso, adding water to espresso does not destroy the taste of the espresso. And especially iced Americano, if you do the espresso shot, pour over cold water immediately, and then ice, you still retain the beautiful flavors of the espresso. Actually, sometimes in a way, they're more expressed when you drink it iced. Susie says your life has turned into Seinfeld. This would make an excellent Seinfeld episode. In a way, it is. It's like the soup guy from Seinfeld. Yeah. Panji says I prefer coffee than caffeine. Yeah. Hey, Joe says, seems like the client's not king. I was shocked, like, I was utterly shocked. You just add water. They have the hot water there. It's not like they do not have it because they also serve tea. So, in America that would not fly. That's why in the beginning of specialty coffee culture around the late 2000s, some cafes were doing stuff like that, being a bit too pretentious. Almost all those cafes closed. Wow, this is so beautiful. Hello, Sally. Hello, everyone. Nicole says it was a mix of ignorance and helplessness. Hey, Maria says, it's good that you finally had your coffee at a different place. I did, yeah. Hungary's more known than goulash than strudel. Streusel is the Hungarians have a specific version of their streusel. So they make it with phyllo dough. And I've had Hungarian streusel before in New York City. There's two very iconic Hungarian pastry shops. They're very old, nearly 100 years old at this point. And I would love to have a nice streusel here in Budapest. Burble says, how do you take your coffee? I usually drink Americano, which is 2 shots of espresso with some hot water. I prefer more short than longer, so a little bit less hot water, not too much. But I'm not too particular. This is a common drink in almost all parts of Europe and North America. It's anywhere I go, ordering Americano is just a basic drink. But wow, this is the iconic chain bridge. Beautiful. And let's walk across the bridge, shall we? Enjoy the views. Let's enjoy the castle from this perspective, actually. Now these are nice benches. If only they were available. Sabby says, have you tried tea? Black tea has a bit less caffeine than coffee. So if I want my caffeine fix, I prefer coffee. But I love black tea. I love Earl Grey. Specifically, I love Earl Grey. But I'm down for any type of black tea. But tea to me never feels so special unless if they're getting really unique teas. Because I feel like I can just make it at home, a tea. I like a coffee because it's nice to have someone, grab their espresso, make the espresso beans, or make a nice pour over, or good cold brew. I really love it. Wow. So they're rebuilding this hotel, the Sofitel. Wow. 2 big hotels here. All right, let's cross the bridge. So this is Leap Day. February 29th happens every 4 years. And next week, March 7th at 7 p.m. is going to be the premiere of the Athens Urbanist. So stay tuned for that. But let me know if you want to cross the chain bridge and go closer to the castle. Camilla says, I bet you miss Greece. I really do miss Greece, yeah. I want to go back. Wow. Look how grand the city is. Hey, Rafael from Brazil. Oi, tudo bem? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing well, Rafael. Moon says, how far are you walking? Do you plan your routes? No. I do walking tours. I haven't done one in a while. And when I do a walking tour, I do plan them. And you can still find my old walking tours. Most of the walking tours I've done is in New York. I did a few, one in Hoboken and one in Jersey City. I've done them in Rome, and I've done them in Paris. And I've done a few and I've done them in London as well, walking tours. So where it's planned, I go in depth about the history, I research everything, I know exactly where I'm walking. But right now, and for this entire trip, I've just done what I call wanderings. No plan, no agenda. I may have some idea of what sites I may want to see, but otherwise I'm not really planning anything. History, it depends on the city. Sometimes I know more history, sometimes I research more history beforehand, and sometimes I don't, because I just don't have the time to do so. here we're hopping around between a lot of places, so I don't have too much time to research each city and really know them that quickly. Rafael says obrigado. Oh, you're welcome, Rafael. Thank you so much for tuning in. Susan, nice to see you here. Purple says, what's the entire point of adding a day to February, a leap day? It has to deal with astronomy and how our planet revolves around the sun. So it's hard to keep time perfectly, and that leap day allows us to be closer to keeping track of the year, because there's going to be minor deviations. Even currently with our current calendar system, the Gregorian calendar, we still have some minor deviations, although they tend to be very, very tiny. So we won't notice them for 1,000+ years, thousands of years, I think. We won't notice them. Savvy says, a spontaneous and unplanned I like the best. Yes. I noticed myself enjoying more wandering. I love telling deep history, but I usually do that in short videos because I find that people enjoy it more when it's a short video. But I found that I always get more views live during the wandering. I want to jump on one of those ferry boats. I wonder where this goes. I'm not going to point the camera, but this city has more odd characters than the entire road trip I've done so far, or with the exception of Brussels. So it's a little bit more similar to New York and Paris in that regard. Oh, we have a rule breaker. Purple says, is this connected with the ocean? Yes, this should be connected with the ocean. Let me know where the Danube flows out to. I don't know off the top of my head. Adam asks, have I been to Northern Ireland? Yes, I have been to Northern Ireland. I loved it. I would love to go back, especially along the coast again. And Adam, I actually explored with someone with your very same last name. I explored with the amazing urbanist fan for a long time, Darren Boyd. It's always the, I'm not sure if the guy's Chinese, but if he is Chinese, it's always the Chinese tourists that get caught trying to climb a bridge in Europe or in New York City. Hey, LA says Freddie Prinze was Hungarian Rican. Yes, he is. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. And Freddie Prinze, is his father Hungarian Rican or is his father pure Puerto Rican? But Freddie Prinze Jr. for sure is Hungarian Puerto Rican, which is a very interesting mix. The mighty Danube connects so many countries together, including all the way to Bratislava. Slovakia is a landlocked country, but because the Danube passes through here, you can actually you can actually get into these landlocked countries like Isabel said, thank you so much. So it flows 1,700 miles before emptying to the Black Sea. Oh, I appreciate that. The Black Sea. Mark Cunningham says, I really recommend going on one of those boats, especially the view at night with the views of the Parliament. Yeah, I already can imagine. It must be a gorgeous, gorgeous view on these ferries. The beautiful Danube. Isabel says it passes through Vienna, Bratislava, Budapest, and Belgrade. Ooh. Thank you for letting us know. So many cities it passes through. Wow. It's interesting how these mighty rivers provided a connection to the world, to trade, to commerce. That, you know, I think if you're European from these areas, it's easy to take it for granted. Because if you compare it directly with the U.S., the interior of the U.S., the Mississippi, of course, is a grand river, just like the Danube. But the further you go into the U.S., the less there are rivers that go into the interior. So it's very hard to get to certain parts of the interior of the U.S. Mark says, will you be going to a ruin bar? Maybe, maybe. The bridge is magnificent, says Purple. It is. Wow. This is really, really well kept. No rust. They painted it over. It's amazing. Savvy says, not fair. I need to go to work, but I want to continue watching. Ah, Savvy, I hope you continue watching later on. You can watch the replay. Ariel, is this the first time here? No. This is my second time in Budapest. First time making video out of it. I came here in 2015. Ethan says, do you ever watch Friends? When I was younger, yeah. I haven't rewatched it since. The bridge has beautiful details, says Kim. It really does. It really does. I'm stunned by them. Savvy says, I'll stay until 100 likes. Hey, Savvy, thank you. So there's not too many countries you haven't seen yet. I was hoping you'd see Switzerland. Sally, most of the countries I visited this time around, well, actually, most of the locations I visited this time around, I haven't been to. First time in Berlin, first time in Krakow and Warsaw, first time in Slovakia, first time in Vienna. But no Switzerland. I would need a much higher budget for Switzerland. It's rather expensive to get there. Expensive to get there, expensive to travel within it, expensive to stay, and the food I heard is very expensive as well. Purple says, how many languages can you speak? The only other language I'm fluent in is in Spanish. Spanish. Español. Hey, Sally says, my son works for a company in Switzerland named Bellamo. Ooh, interesting. Wow. You should visit London, says Panji. I did. I started off this journey in London. What happened to the Nordic Tourism Board, says Nicole. Yeah, I haven't. It hasn't worked out yet, but hope maybe sometime soon. But no word yet on going up to one of the beautiful Nordic countries. Thank you so much for asking, Nicole. I was hoping to go this time around, but. All right. Who wants to go up this? Funicular. Let me know. It's a great walk upstairs, says Debbie, rather than taking the funicular. I don't want to take the funicular. That's nice. All right, let's take the funicular. So I can't read Hungarian. I wish I did, but here's to be the history of the funicular. I see the year 1870, so it seems like this funicular could be from 1870. And see 1985 to 1986. Oh, interesting.
A lot of that is done through email, so you were just highlighting a process. Excuse me, you drop it.
Oh, thank you so much.
He promotes him quite a bit. I like him too.
He's very ambitious. My team can't stand him because he's always throwing stuff at them. You should do this.
You should outsource some of that. Take a lot of that stuff outsource.
It is. It's the whole interaction with you and me that makes it more complex.
Can we, do you think it makes sense to, I know nothing about this, so please don't be just very direct questions, but like you should, I mean, outsourcing the ERP, is that something that's a potential to that we have to all these other things?
Hi, one-way ticket, one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have the regular ticket. Yeah.
It's less efficient, but we're going to get to some form of that because there's no way I can do it.
You got it.
Some of it's just technical change management. You can't keep doing technical things in the ERP system at once because you switch things.
Thank you. All right.
Hello, do we get two enough? I don't know what to make of 8,000, but I'm sure it's fine.
Ah, c'est sympa, tu l'as pas pris en photo, le départ, il vient de monter.
Ça me rappelle à Porto aussi.
Ah ouais. On a pas pris un moment. Ouais, avec les filles. Tiens, je vais le donner.
Non, je te l'ai donné.
Thank you.
Faut voir la...
On se met devant là.
Ouais, faut voir... Construit en 1810.
Tu viens le ticket, c'est joli. Si tu veux. Si tu veux. C'est bien ce machin aussi pour visualiser là, ce qu'il y a dessus. Non. Faut prendre beaucoup de photos quoi.
Ça, c'est pour les Instagrammeurs et les trucs.
Ah, les Instagrammeurs et les réseaux, les fous de réseaux sociaux.
Ah, ceux qui filment pour leur boulot aussi.
Sympa.
Tellement large, ouais. Après, on a mis 25 minutes pour le monter.
Ah bah oui, facile.
Ouais, bon, mais c'est pas un truc qu'on fait tous les jours, ça. C'est à Lisbonne, là, Porto? Non, c'était... Non, c'était à Porto. Je crois que c'est...
Merci. Wow. Hey, Susie says I gotta go. Keep streaming, please, for 3 more hours. I'll do my best. Wow, we got. Look where we started. Oh my God. From this view, you can see exactly where we started. That's crazy. Some cities really offer such a unique walking experience. This reminds me of Lyon in France, because Lyon, you're able to go to the lower part of the city and then go up a funicular and see the upper part of the city. Same in Paris as well with Montmartre. Look at that. Hey, Pruzzi says, so sad the ambient sound is so low. Oh yeah, Pruzzi, it's a bit tough because we're walking through parts that are a bit windy. So I have my DJI mic on. Yeah, the ambient sound sounds a little bit less. But that's where we started, ladies and gentlemen. We took a Ferris wheel ride and saw the beautiful view of this side of Budapest. And now we're looking on the other side. Just stunning. Wow, what are these mountains in the distance? Let me know. Out and About says 6-hour live streams are the best. They are indeed. I'm glad you enjoy them. I haven't done one in a while, but I'm glad you enjoy them. All right, let me go to the castle before they close the gates. Bruzy says, I understand you, but still enjoy. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get both great ambient sound and also no wind. Wendy is asking questions as to where we're going to next. You have to stay tuned. Stay tuned, Wendy. You can almost touch the clouds, says Luda. Well, we're not that high. It's hard when using a gimbal, says Explorism. In terms of what, Explorism? That's gonna be me catching my dinner later tonight in the Danube. Someone asked me about Hungarian food. So I have not had a proper lunch or dinner here yet in Budapest this trip. But from what I remember last time I came here, I loved it. I loved Hungarian food. Oh wow, look at this beautiful bird. Oh my God. Oh wow, hey, that's cool. He's a curious fellow. Give me a good Hungarian name to name this bird. I don't know too many Hungarian names off the top of my head. A classic Hungarian name, like John of Hungary, or like a Yorgos of Hungary, or Mohammed, or Juan of Hungary. What was the very stereotypical male name in Hungary? Let me know. Isabel Otto, Devi says Eric. You know, Eric I think is a bit more Scandinavian. Otto is a bit more German. Oh, Oleg got the perfect one. Yeah, Oleg is right. Oleg. This is Zoltan, everyone. Oh, Max has a great one as well, Laszlo. All right, vote now. Is this more of a Laszlo or is this more of a Zoltan? Those are two great names. I've met quite a few Laszlos in my life, and I've met 2 or 3 Zoltans. So is he more of a Laszlo or a Sultan? What? I think the people have voted. He's more of a Zoltan. Claire says he's a Fred. Claire, he's Hungarian. He can't be a Fred. He's a Zoltan, everyone. Zoltan. Zoltan the Raven. Debbie says Eric is a Hungarian name. Oh, interesting. Eric is used here in Hungary as well. Hey, Out and About says only good content creators that offer the best explorations understand streaming live for hours is great for their channel and their viewers. Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky. You know, the reason I have so many subscribers is due to my short videos. It's tough to really grow fast with live video explorations. You know, New York City Walking Shows, they're doing a great job. He's able to grow very quickly. He passed 100K. He had like a a video that was viewed by more than 10 million, a live video viewed by more than 10 million people. It's insane. Action Kid as well was able to grow audience pretty well with some live streaming, but it's rare. It's a bit hard to grow an audience with live streaming. YouTube does not prioritize too much live streaming yet. And I could live stream on TikTok and get thousands of views, but those videos would disappear and the quality is pretty low. So I really don't live stream much on TikTok, despite me having 700,000 subscribers. So we're gonna come back to these views. I don't wanna risk the castle closing. So I wish I can just casually show you the museum. One day, I will have the status and the connections to do a live stream and walk into any museum, walk into any art gallery or ride or a variety of different restaurants. One day, stay tuned, one day. Okay, some music was playing, so I had to move away. Ron says CFAT now has 200K. Oh, thank you so much for, wow, he's grown very quickly. Thank you so much for letting me know. So Paul is telling us Buda is hilly, where we're located right now, and Pest is flat, which we're facing right now. Purple says, say something in Hungarian. Unfortunately, I don't know any Hungarian. I wish I did. One more time. Let's take... Wow. Hey, Ludo says a hot air balloon in the distance. Yeah, it's right by the Monument Park, and you can ride it. It seems like an attraction.
А доказувати комусь і робити, що хтось хоче. І на ризик робити ніколи не треба. Ви що? Таке було
Hey, Chris says there's something unique with a line with our travels. Today you're in Buda, Pest, and I'm in Texarkana. Ah, where's Texarkana? That I had never heard of before. Out and About leaves a super chat. Hey man, thank you so much for the $8.88. That's so specific. I love the very infinite amount of super chats. You have found the infinite super chat cheat code. Now I can have infinite goulashes. So thank you so much. Out and About giving infinite goulashes here. The beef stews. Are they made out of beef again? I think they are made out of beef. Yeah, I can't wait to have one. I'll find one later tonight. Purple says, who lives in the castle? Right now it's a museum, multiple museums. There seems to be a national museum and a castle museum. And you can see some stuff down here. Oh, wow. Imagine guarding this castle against the Mongolian hordes. Well, I'm not sure if this castle was here before during the Mongols. There probably was some type of fortification here, if I were to speculate. But imagine being here, seeing the Mongols rush in from the Central Asian steppes in order to invade Europe. And the Hungarians managed to keep them at bay. But apparently it was also because the Mongolians had to go back. There was some type of like change of power and their armies retreated as well. So we could have come very close to having a Mongolian influence in Central Europe. Imagine, we would have all been eating dumplings. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we are eating dumplings. The Mongolians invaded after all. Oh no. Isabel says, Kosnomon. Kosnomon means thank you. Kosnomon. Siza means Siza means hello in Hungarian. Ooh. Hungarian is notoriously one of the hardest languages to learn, and Hungarian, the closest relative to Hungarian within Europe is Finland. And it has a very close relationship to a few Central Asian languages. But it's a very unique language in the world. It's one of the most unique languages in the world, along with Finnish. So it's very, very interesting. So remember, if you're hungry, you can't finish. Debbie says, and that explains the landscape format. Where are you talking to? What are you talking about, Debbie? If I were to live stream vertical, I'll probably get more views. That's how the algorithm on YouTube and Facebook is working nowadays. But, you know, it kind of sucks to go vertical in a walk like this. It just wouldn't look as good. I think Firestorm got my joke. The pun about Hungarian and Finnish languages. Adam says Romanian is not an easy language to learn. But Romania has a lot of similarities with, it's a Romance language, so there's similarities with Spanish and Italian and French.
Doing?
Bruzzi says vertical is terrible. Yeah, I don't like vertical for walking around and showing landscapes.
You know how like well I don't have like that. So there's like another past parking and like pedestrians could done in the street, you know, like or they could go with like that. So maybe you have to be aware of the car and the street on the highway.
Kay says, I'm having pierogi later this evening. Hey, Kay, where are you going? Are you going to a Polish restaurant? Is there Polish restaurants in Kilkenny, Ireland? Adam says, a lot of languages in the Balkans sound similar but are different from one another. Yes, Slavic languages, but Hungary is not a Slavic language. Look who we have again. Zoltan the hooded crow. Thank you for letting me know what type of bird Zoltan is. We have Zoltan the hooded crow. Kay says a Polish friend is making them for me. Oh, wow. Amazing.
Automatically as soon as it's Buda. Too posh for you. I don't know, I thought there was a place over there, you know.
Hey, gorgeous Dolly Girl says, a fantastic live stream. My pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Dave says, birds, they're everywhere. Yeah, this is a very bird-heavy city compared to Poland, where we barely saw birds. Paul says, good film actor John Savage is originally from Hungary. Oh, interesting. There's quite a few famous Hungarian Americans. Some of them made very important inventions and contributions to American society and industry. I don't know them off the top of my head, but if anyone knows those names, do let us know. All right, it's getting cold. This is time to grab a jacket. Bella says, is Zoltan a friend of Bob's? You know, they don't know each other too well. Zoltan is close friends with Gregor, the crow. Some say that, you know, it's better that Bob does not meet Zoltan because Bob might have had an affair with one of Zoltan's crow lovers. Yeah, it's quite a tricky situation that's happening there. So I'd rather not talk about it. I don't want to talk about Bob behind his back. Bob the pigeon, that is. Claire says all these countries are so different. They are. It's stunning to come to Central Europe because you get such a variety of different cultures in relatively short drives. So let me know. I'm just starting Urbanist Real Life Tours. It'll be hosted by my friend Evan Panagopoulos. You've seen him already in a few videos. You'll see him soon. And we're starting with Greece in October 2024. He's the one who's going to be taking you around beautiful areas of Greece. Potentially doing a urbanist tour through Central Europe. Let me know if you would be interested in that. If anyone would be curious about booking a in-person urbanist tour. So you can see a lot of the sites that I'm showing right now. Meet some of the tour guides. You're gonna see one of them in short video. You already saw him in where he talked about the largest communist housing block in Central Europe. And yeah, a lot of cool fun stuff. We've been finding cool little secrets like the Nosferatu Castle as well. There's a lot of great things we can potentially take you on a tour with. Janice says, are you still live? Yeah, I'm still live and alive as well. I just came from up there. Wendy says, I'm going to Vienna. Leah says, yeah, wow, I may be interested. Oh, all right, that's good to know. Debbie says, wasn't Liszt Hungarian? I think Liszt was Hungarian. Adam says he would love to. Let me know if anyone here already does walking day tours. I mean, not walking tours, multi-day tours. Oh, wow. Janice says, I thought you were still on the bus tour. No, there might be a glitch and it might be showing that the bus tour is still live, but no, it's not live. Hey, Isabel says, Robert Downey Jr.'s ancestors are from Hungary. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, Daniel and Janice, magandang apo. Well, all these walks, you will need good sleep. Oh, yes. I'm going to sleep for a few weeks when I come back to New York City. Hey, Linda, Lydia says, I heard you like plumes. Have you tried plume danishes in France? Yes, I've tried many plume danishes and other pastries. Yeah, but I love a good Danish with plumes. Yeah, it's amazing. I think I've tried it on live video in France once or twice before as well. Wow. Oh, so I highly recommend doing this walk that we just did today. We started by the Ferris wheel. We crossed the chain bridge and we made our way over here to the castle. It's a relatively easy walk. The only stairs you really need to take is going down these steps. But you can go down the funicular as well. Right here is a huge walking tour. Cole says you could do a James Bond scene here. I can, yeah.
Jó messze fenn vannak.
Oh, wow. One more time. Okay, I'm gonna bid you adieu. I'm not sure how to say goodbye in Hungarian, but that was a wonderful walk. I'm going to make my way over to the other side to meet up with Evan and we're going to do a live video together. So stay tuned. I'm going to walk around with Evan. We're going to show you a little bit more of Budapest at night. So let me know if you're hyped for that. And one more time, the beautiful views of the castle. Lovely city. Highly recommend coming over here. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Yes. Stay curious, my friends. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Kosnomon.